Folkvangr Podcast, and I am welcoming my wonderful, lovely friends. So I'm going to go ahead and have them introduce themselves. Everybody knows me, Mary Freitas, author of Folkvangr, living here in Castle Rock, Colorado. But go ahead, guys. We're so glad to have you back. Come on, Chad.
Well, Jerry needs no introduction, so I'll go first. Hey, everybody, Chad. I was here on podcast 1, but I think I kept a low profile, so probably not as memorable as Jerry.
I don't know. You had the funniest line. When you made the comment about the coconut milk, I don't know. I died. I died.
Well, hey. I'll just sit back in the corner and
see
what happens.
Be like George Costanza, go out on the high note.
Yeah.
Say the coconut milk, I'm out.
I'm out. Mic drop.
Mic drop. Yep. All right, I'm Jerry, the OG. Episode 1, bitches.
Woo!
We are going to bring the episode 1 vibe back. Get your children out of the room. Mm-hmm. Let's get all 50 Shades of Icelandic up in here.
Woo! All right, and then we have one more guest. Come on, introduce yourself.
Oh, it's me. It's Spence to the G. Spence to the J. I freestyle now. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Hanging with my homies, drinking that beer. Icelandic.
See, this is show off your fucking youth. We're starting off real well here. Yeah, we're tired from watching.
Seriously, though, if anyone has any questions, I am happy to answer.
Oh, well, there we go. Spencer, the
He
one
seems
who
prepared.
answers all. He's prepared.
seems very prepared.
All right. Well, we're just going to dive right into our Viking-inspired beverage, because it's not a cocktail, it's a beverage. And, you know, guys, I feel bad. The last time we did Honeybrook Meadery, and we got to go. It was
really?
so amazingly good. It was amazing.
I have a couple bottles of mead in the fridge at work. I'm dying for an excuse to break those.
Oh, they're so good. But today I'm excited too. We are going to try a beer, and it's an Icelandic beer, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Instuk beer. And it means unique in Icelandic. Ooh. Yep. I know, Jerry can't wait. So it's all vegan. There are no GMOs. The water in Iceland out of the tap is purer than any bottled waters, and this is used in the beer.
Coriander and orange peel. This is the kind of shit that makes me feel old. Coriander and orange peel. I'm from Chicago. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. All our beer cans have to say is, "We promise it's not piss." And we're like, this is wonderful. Mm-hmm. This is delicious. These people are talking about coriander and orange peel.
Well, you know what I thought was weird is beer was illegal in Iceland until 1989.
Whoa.
I know.
From what year starting until you're talking like from the beginning of
I don't know.
time?
I don't know. We need to look it up. Spencer, look it up.
Spencer.
How long was beer illegal in
Answer
Iceland?
man.
Yeah, you're the answer man.
Prohibition in Iceland went into effect in 1915 and lasted to some extent until March 1st, 1989.
Wow.
Damn.
Poor Icelanders.
Yeah, I bet you there were a lot less babies born. For real. Seriously. You know how many men were probably like, oh, fuck it. I mean, God, it's going to cost me the same. I don't get to get drunk. The birth rates probably went way down.
Yep.
We'll have to look at that statistic.
Yep.
But again, folks, welcome back to episode 1.
Well, and so the master brewer actually has a degree in beer. Woo. I want that degree. That's a pretty cool degree.
Chad used to be an assistant brewmaster.
Really?
For Rock Bottom Brewery.
I did it a few times.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's fun.
So we have.
I'm chewing.
So we have 3.
They don't care if they're chewing too.
I know. We have cheese and fig
No, I meant
spread.
the listeners.
Oh.
We just can't hear them chewing. They don't care. They're like, oh, he's having a cheese and cracker with fig on it or whatever.
Yeah, it's the fig spread. But we have 3 beers to choose from, and they're all we can buy them locally. So I bought them at Plum Creek Liquors. And Rock Liquors will carry whatever you kind of ask. And
this lady knows how to do a plug, damn it.
I do, because
my God, you slid that in there like Jonah Hill in a White Castle commercial. Came out of nowhere. Like 1 minute. Damn, that was smooth.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I gotta say, Plum Creek Liquors and Rock Liquors are amazing, run by one family, and I'm in there helping them out. So people gotta come into Rock Liquors and
Same
check
here.
it out.
for real. Not to mention, I mean, Castle Rock.
I know,
We're kind of the shit, is all I'm saying. It's a pants tent over Castle Rock.
So let's see, we have the Icelandic white ale.
That's what I'm having right now with the coriander orange peel, and we promise it isn't urine. It's delicious, actually.
It is.
Also, when you taste a beer, what you want to do is hold your breath and swallow, and then breathe out your nose.
Oh, for God's sake almighty. This is why I can't do wine, people. You could offer me a $10,000 bottle of wine. If there is a special procedure, I just couldn't get...
It's not a special procedure. How hard is it to breathe out your nose after you swallow it?
I can barely breathe out my face holes. You want me to breathe out a specific thing? I can't. This is exactly why my generation is losing. We can't do things like that.
It hits like the banana freeze.
That was some shit. I will say, this is very, very good. And Chad will back me up on this one. I am not a non-liquor guy.
Okay.
I usually stick to like whiskey, bourbon, vodka. Because, and this is a true story, folks. It's a good thing it's a podcast and not TV, because they'd be like, oh, fuck me. But I can put down like a fifth of Jack or, the finest vodka, and then sit there and close a business deal with you. And people will be like, wow, he's well-spoken. I can have 2 cans of beer, and I have a pair of panties on my head dancing on top of the bar. Like, it hits different. I'm just saying it hits different for some reason.
This should be an entertaining evening.
Yes.
Let's see if we have panties on the top of his head.
Everything's in the mix.
Suddenly Spencer's like, I'm going back to California. This is some fucked up stuff. Or you'll never think of Jason the same ever again. He's going to get to work Monday and be like, I can't look my boss in the eye. Oh my God, I don't know what happened.
Can't wait.
So the next beer is a toasted porter. And that's Jason's favorite. And Jason, again, is our tech manager who will talk and then edit himself out.
Jason is my brother from another mother. We currently have this Larry David style texting differential going on that I'm trying to work out. But my brother from another mother. The porter is going to be super dark, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's like the kind of stuff my dad would have drank. Road tar with a touch of rubbing alcohol. Fucking guy would suck it down.
And then I don't know how I'm going to handle that. And then the third one is the Arctic Lager.
Well, I think with the porter, if you put some fig on a cracker, it should pair nice.
God, I'm leaving. Seriously, I'm trying for all of this. I'm going back to the shack.
All right, I'm going to try. I know now people are like, the shack? What's the shack?
That's where she keeps us when we don't do well enough on the podcast.
Yes, the next podcast.
It's the greenhouse.
Take place there.
Oh,
and it'll be like those scenes of That 70s Show from the basement.
Folks, I want you all to demand with extreme prejudice that the next podcast come from the shack.
Ooh.
Just trust me on this one. I've never done you wrong thus far. Again, welcome back to episode 1. Just trust me on this one.
Yes. Okay. We the next podcast in the shack. Okay.
You just let me know when it is. I'll be here.
Okay. All right.
We should come up with a nice name for like Uncle Spence's shack.
We do need a good name, actually.
Yeah, it does need.
But it has to be in Icelandic. So what would Uncle Spencer be in Viking? Because it's probably something like Vachachen. Yeah. So it would be like Vachachenum. Oh wait, that was very German, folks. Yeah. Edit that shit out right now. I'm telling you, just edit that out.
Schnitzel.
We'll work out names, okay. And then I think our audience is going to be very curious.
I'm not even kidding. Spence, back me up.
Mm-hmm.
Jason,
all right, Skull.
Have you tried this one?
I have.
Yeah. It is delicious.
Nostrovia.
Nostrovia. Hey, Vujek.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's really light, which is what I like. I like a light.
What's funny is, as much as I make fun, and I do, because by the way, just in full disclosure, I am a grumpy old prick. Like I really am. I'm like Wilford Brimley off the horse. So like not even happy I'm riding a horse with diabetes, Wilford Brimley. I'm the like off the horse, just pissy version of Wilford Brimley. I can taste the orange peel.
This advertisement was brought to you by diabetes.
Right. By diabetes.
Diabetes.
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you get it though? I
Told you,
totally
that's
get
all.
the orange. Legit times where it's like 10, 15, and I literally think to myself, I should shoot him a text and tell him to come over for a beer and what. And then I think, oh my God, he's gonna be like,
Well, I'm pretty
does
sure-
this guy know it's
Pretty
Tuesday?
sure Jason's younger than you, so if you're, I'm sure he's for a while.
Seriously, it's a good thing you bring the coconut bullshit every now and again. Because other than that, I think.
That's
for
pretty
real.
good, Chad. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for encouraging him. Yeah, he'll be spending the night. He won't get his head out the door.
You know, get my head out the windows of the smoke shack.
For, now,
Like you want.
And,
No,
and
that's
we
the truth,
and
right
we are
there.
gonna hit the shack. Yeah.
It's where she keeps us.
It's called Uncle Bear's Cellar.
Uncle Bear's.
What do you think of that name?
The cellar thing throws me off. Because
Yeah.
for cellar, if you're not taking me below grade, you're
Yeah.
a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Frankly.
We'll still work. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. We want something Icelandic. So.
Would you like some popsicles? Come on down to the cellar.
Hey, Krish.
Get your fat ass back.
Seriously, this 23-year-old kid, and you're a kid, I swear to God. Like, you could be a sperm, you're still so young.
Jason is supposed to be taking pictures because if you watch us on YouTube, we add pictures.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, my God. I apologize, folks.
It's yeah. You gotta check. Did you not watch the first one?
I listened to it.
Okay.
You sent me the link.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
need it on at the shop. And
Yeah. If you go to YouTube, I'll add photos.
That's
along
why
the
we
way.
did number one. And this is a true story, folks. My soon-to-be ex-wife. It's very nice to say that. I told her that I was coming here tonight, and she goes, "What? You're going over there to do a podcast?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "She asked you to do it again?" Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep
So
myself."
it sounds like she listened to the first one?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it also sounds like that
So
she's
I
probably
heard
just
the
gonna hear
first
your
one.
comment.
All right. So today we're gonna focus on not my novel Folkvangr.
Oh, that's right, the book.
Oh, yeah. See, this is about, yes. I did put out a free download on Halloween. So on Halloween, I sent out the Return to Greenland, which was, and so I'm going to put out short stories that branch off from the novel. And so this was really about Freydis returning back to Greenland and what she had to experience when she got back.
I actually enjoyed the shit out of this one.
Really?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I was shocked on the last page how much of a conclusion it came to. I got to the conclusion and I thought, wow, did not expect it to wrap up that succinct. Like I was like so, I was so pleased. I was a happy motherfucker, I'm just telling you. It wrapped up good. I was like, that was fantastic. It shocked me.
I'm glad, because really it's an opportunity to even get to know the characters even more.
I will say it also made me, don't take this offensively, because I mean this as loving. It made me like the book more.
Okay.
Because for some reason, it gave a different context to Freydis. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so I have this question for you, Jerry.
Uh-oh.
So, how did this short story, The Return to Greenland, how did it help you gain a better understanding of Freydis?
Okay, we can do short answer, medium answer, or blowhole answer. We'll go medium answer, which is a mixture between short and blowhole.
Okay.
I guess it didn't make me think less of her, but it also didn't make me think more, because I expected her to hold the moral ground in a couple places where we're assuming everyone's read it already, right? All right.
We won't talk about my husband, but
Okay. Spoiler
I
alert.
read it.
what?
You know.
You read the short story?
You made me.
Like a
Oh, that's
husband.
right. I
Damn it.
did. I made
Like
him
a good
read it.
husband. But I would have expected her, the whole, and we won't do religion or politics, because otherwise, good Lord. But, the spread of Christianity was largely due to globalization. We don't call it that, but that's what it was. It was the start of globalization. And that's the thing. A lot of currencies and even hard metals and stuff, they wouldn't accept it. And the only modern thing we could draw to it, and well, I won't even go there. Well, no, I will. Fuck it. The only modern thing we could draw it to is kind of like the Mormon community of like Utah. You know, there is a large component of that if you're part of that community, you're very welcome to do business and you're very well accepted. If you're not, there's a certain level of outsiderism that's imposed. And that's exactly what was done in this time with the spread of Christianity. There was a lot of economic and other social force used. And so, but I would have expected her to have more sternly held her ground about not wanting the remarriage, about not agreeing to convert herself. But it was clear that she was living in a time and place where self-preservation simply took precedence. And we've seen it. I mean, my God, look at King Henry and his, how many, 6 wives? 8 wives? 6 wives.
6 wives.
6 wives. You know, you had all kinds of people who suddenly were bowing to the Church of England. And, oh no, he's God on earth, you know, because it was like, well, I don't want my fucking head cut off on Thursday. You know, like, call me a douchebag, but I'd rather still have a head on Friday. So fine, you're God on earth. You know, and so there is. We have to give these historical things context of like, yeah, self-preservation is the number one thing in humanity. I mean, so yeah. I get it. But it surprised me. I would have expected her to be less capitulatory.
Okay. I know. Yeah, she was, you know, and what you can read from the saga, she was a tough lady. You know, she was a tough lady. She did go out to Vinland. She did kill people.
Yeah, by the way, she was totally riding Brendan's shit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Because where she says you kind of gloss over it. I think you're being a little ladylike. Because here's how the story goes. So she's by the fire and she's pissed. So picture your woman after you've gotten home at 11:42 instead of 11 o'clock and promised her you weren't going to get drunk with your friends. That's her tone sitting at the fire. So he comes up and she bitches and moans at him for a little bit. And then she says she's going to bed and says, "Are you coming with me?" And he says, "Well, basically, if that's an invite, sure." And then the next morning, the servants wake him up like there was no trip to Pound Town. I mean, Mary, all I'm saying is just throw in the Pound Town. We all know that's what happened.
All right, duly noted.
For God's sake.
Duly noted.
In the next short story, just throw it like dry rub on a fucking rack of ribs.
Well, I will have to say, so my editor, Amy, I told her the next short story would be about Birger. And so she was like, ooh, Birger.
Oh, the first husband?
No, this is Birger. He came over from Greenland, over to Scotland, and he married one of the Scottish girls. Birger was one of the Greenlanders that came over to Scotland.
Oh, right,
yeah.
right.
And he ends up marrying Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
And he ends up passing away. He dies in war. And so Amy's really excited.
If these characters were like, oh my God, Karen and Krista, I'd be like, oh my God, remember that bitch Krista? You know, like it would, but yeah. Sometimes the names, I'm like, which one is that? That's right, okay, got it, yeah.
So, but Amy's really excited because she's kind of hot for beer. And Pippin's here. They usually,
and Pippin is here.
Yeah, they usually hear Pippin because he's got his little chain.
Sweetheart. You're my dude, Pippin. You can come over anytime.
Are you gonna growl for the mic?
Hey, Pippin, give us your growl, babe.
He's like, no, now he won't do it.
Good boy! All right!
Pippin! So, Spencer, you've got a question for me.
What should we expect next?
Awesome! Thank you for asking
Nice
me.
voiceover work.
Oh, I know. Isn't that amazing?
No kidding. What should we expect next?
So I have a surprise, and I haven't said. I told you two about it, but I am going to publish something.
Oh, yes.
Yes, on Amazon this week. It is not Viking related, but it is historically related, and it is actually nonfiction work. that I'm really, really, really excited about. So that should be on Amazon hopefully by the end of the week. So in a few days.
I have had a sneak peek, folks. Pretty interesting stuff.
Well, we were just talking about history. I mean, what an interesting lens to.
Well, of course, and I was talking about the
you know?
anthropological study, and that's as anthropological as it gets. I mean,
Yeah.
unless the guy comes back from the dead in hologram form and like steals my Cheerios, I think we fucking got the we're there.
It is an amazing historical document that I will be sharing.
Yeah.
So really, really excited. And then I am going to be working on a new short story. Like I was saying, it's going to focus on Birger, and I'm hoping to have that out by February. Still working on the next novel, and hopefully the second novel will be out by summer.
Whoa.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So I am definitely busy. And, plus helping out the community, supporting the community where I can. So I am always a busy person, but it's
Hashtag
good.
show off.
But
here I'm like, I think come April or May, I'm going to buy new underwear.
But I mean, again, it's been amazing. So all of this has been fun. And so I think that's the thing that I've learned is we've got to have fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always. Always.
Yeah, so we're trying, so we had the white ale, and then this is the Arctic lager. So I'm going to try that.
I'm hanging out with my dude Pippin.
I like the Arctic lager, but I'm with you, Jerry. I think for me the favorite is the white ale.
I have to say, never do I read something and think like, oh yeah, I get that. Like usually it's, they could be like, this says like cocoa beans and like leprechaun tears. And I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. I can taste the orange peel. Like big time.
You must have breathed out your nose.
Oh God, Jesus God. I need to go back to the shack before I lose my shit.
Well, you got to try the porter.
Okay, so
No, I can't do that.
I could take a sip. I could take a sip.
Yes.
I can't do it. This is a pop-up beer. I don't know if I can do it.
Well,
Hand sandwiches.
oh yeah, Chad wants to know.
Toasted porter. I'm gonna hate this one. Baltic porter brewed with Icelandic roasted God, go fuck yourself.
Roasted
The beans
what?
aren't from Brazil. Coffee. Like Iceland's growing coffee. Seriously, get bent.
All right.
Whoa!
I might hold off on that one.
It tastes like bold roast coffee mixed with. For real, I agree. Like mixed with a side of spay and neuter.
Alright.
It's rough. I'm not kidding. Wait till you taste the coffee. It's rough.
Oh.
Doesn't it taste burnt? It's like bitter as hell. I feel like Flo, the waitress at the diner, just served it to me at 3:42 a.m. after I left a one-night stand.
I will say this though. I will say it's actually like I like that light coffee taste.
Really?
Yeah, I
To me,
do.
It was like
Yeah.
burned. It was like the bottom of a coffee pot.
All right. Well, we are going to end this because we are going to
The shack.
We are going to the shack, and I know everybody's like, "What the heck?"
Friends. I need all of you to message Mary. Insta, TikTok, Facebook, wherever you be connecting with girl.
I got her info.
Yeah, and Spencer posts that shit. And I need you to tell our friend Mary Jane, and I'm not kidding, that's her name, that's how I remember. I need you to tell Mary Jane that the next episode has to come from the shack. That's all I'm saying. You can thank me later.
This is going to be the fourth podcast. Is going to be real interesting.
The fourth podcast could be some.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm interested to see what she does. With Pound Town.
I will make
It's
sure.
right there.
Okay,
anyway.
how about for the next short story for Birger? There you go. There'll be something nice and juicy
Trust
for
me.
you. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for our third podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Please come to my website, check it out, folkvangerrealm.com. There you can find my YouTube, you can find Facebook, Instagram. So please check it out, and we will see you next time at the shack.
Good night, everybody. Spencer, tell the people good night.
Good night, and thank you. God bless.
You can't come in that strong and then go out with a whimper. We need a ram. We need a thing. Give me a 23-year-old something. Give me something.
Yo, good night. God bless.